This is the first garden that Guy and I installed, put together, started when we moved here. We had a shovel, a chainsaw, and some ambition. So there's no water access to this area. It gets full sun from daybreak to about 5 o'clock. And we planted sunflowers, tomatoes, and then we started realizing that the amount of water that we're literally hand carrying up here was outrageous, and maybe we'll start somewhere else. So when we decided to do the greenhouse, we put it way over there, and it's against the tree line, so it gets some morning shade, and it's perfect. This garden, I'm not going to give up on it yet, and we still have a couple of things going on, so let's check it out. So we put asparagus. These things are asparagus. So next year, these first 2 rows will be year 3, so we can start picking them. And you can just see the fronds. The weeds are out of hand over here. We did put these gorgeous, they've kind of gone past now, but these little bushes attract a lot of bees, and they kind of filled out this space. We live on power lines. And then over here, I started a little garden. That's all grown over. We have some oregano in here. Good pollinator stuff. These crazy bell flowers, those are actually bulbs, Mediterranean bells, super cool. The first box that we started, we took logs. We had no money. We took logs out of the woods and built this bed. It has since grown in. The logs have disintegrated. I think we took them out, but we have sage in here. And then this is a mock orange. This whole row I decided a couple years ago would be all oregano, and then I just abandoned it, but this is all oregano, if anyone needs oregano. And then Guy built these boxes. They were glorious and full of weeds. So this year we decided to try, we had no other place for it, so we decided to try cabbage. So this is unattended cabbage. It's kind of sad, this board came apart. But we have these hooks so we can put PVC pipe and cover it. Kind of like this guy. The cabbage in here has done a lot better. Whoa. Unattended cabbage. I think I'm going to try to put some pumpkins up here. And then over there, that is my pride and joy. That's a little hedgerow that we've been adding to with some super cool giant bushes. But you see the greenhouse, it's almost 9 a.m. and the greenhouse and caterpillar tunnel are still in the shade, so it's still okay to work in there. We've been working hard on the weekends to button things up. It's the end of July and I'm panicked to get all these things, all the seeds that I have left over for the season in the ground. This weekend I managed to get beets in the ground and some carrots in the ground, but there's still a lot to do, so I'm mildly overwhelmed. It's all right. But check this out. So this is a redwood tree. That makes me very happy. Guy planted this. This borage was a volunteer. I planted borage in this row a few years ago, and it still pops up, so I let it go. It's beautiful. It's a great pollinator attractor. This corn looks great. Starting to really get its little corn feet, get sturdy. Even the latecomers are happening. I've never grown pole beans, so I don't know. I just keep wrapping it around. We'll see how that goes. This is the Three Sisters garden. And these are jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. I did a little cleaning up in the greenhouse this weekend. It was actually 50 degrees, so we had to turn the heater on. 50 degrees in July. Brutal. Grateful we had a little propane. So the peppers are looking good. Those are limo peppers. We tied this whole row back a little bit so you can walk through it. I pulled out the violas. They were leggy and it was time for them to go, and time to let the peppers shine. So they're coloring up nicely. I did pull out some nasturtium to, you can't really walk through that row very well, so I did yank those out. Next will be this massive marigold. Here's another little pepper. These aji amarillos got me stressed out though. They're not doing anything yet. Everyone else is peppering, but not these. The whole row that I have, nothing. They keep like doing this, but I don't know. I planted carrots in here. That followed the radicchio. And carrots in this space. These look anemic because they were completely covered with nasturtium and poppies. This is a little weirdo. I don't know who you are, but you're a big green pepper. And onions and basil. Looking good. Did a little work in the caterpillar tunnel. Lord have mercy. Did some weeding. I cut a bunch of snapdragons. Trying to sell those. It's funny, growing vegetables and flowers are the easy part. When you try to sell them, that people are like, oh yeah, buy your stuff. And then you say, I have stuff for sale, and then you don't hear from them. We'll see. The tomatoes are looking amazing. I'm so happy with the tomato progress. The brandywines are so weird. Hi, Rocky. The watermelon babies are looking good. Hi, Rocky. And I did go through and kind of thin out some carrots, but they're not too bad actually. Maybe a little more work to be done. These are gonna turn ripe all at the exact same time. I'm gonna be scrambling next week, I hope. Look at this parsley. Even the weirdos are popping. So this was the big move that we made this weekend. Did a little weeding on the strawberries, cut the sunflowers down, and Guy bumped these rows up. So he put 2 bags of raised bed mix in each. We put some like bat guano, blood meal, fertilizer in there. So hopefully the beets will start popping soon. So it goes bull's blood, golden beets, and then bull's blood again. So hopefully in 60 days we will have another giant crop of beets. That's the tour for today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.